I've been asked a lot, how do I have so many royal rares? So here's a guide on how to get some for yourself. And no, I didn't use a credit card. Even if you don't want to get royal rares, stick around since I do have a good tip on getting SR and UR points, possibly for free, later on in the video. So, if you don't know, in Master Duel, every time you pull or craft an SR or UR card, you have a 1% chance of it turning into a royal rare. But that's just 1%, and we need to improve our chances of getting what we actually want. First, we need gems. You need to have a deck that you can play that is at least good enough to complete the daily missions easily. If you don't know what to play, maybe head on over to masterduelmeta.com and see the top decks that are being played right now to help you decide, or better yet, if you already know what you want or already have one, then you're good to go. Every day you get 3 of 9 daily missions, but you don't want to do all of them every day. That takes way too long. So here's all 9 of them on screen. Pick 3 that your deck can easily do with 1 or 2 games. I personally pick the win 1 game, play spells, and special summon missions, since that's what my deck does best. So here's the important part. When you get your random 3 missions of the day, only redeem the 3 that you have chosen when you complete them. Sometimes 1 or more of the 3 that you chose are included in that day, sometimes none of them show up. The idea is that Master Duel does not give you the same missions that you already have. So eventually you'll have the 6 that you didn't choose sitting on your account, and you'll leave them there to guarantee that the next 3 dailies are the 3 that you chose, and you redeem those 3 every day until the last day of the month. And then once it says 1 day remaining, that's when you redeem all of them. This is a sure way to get gems from daily missions without it feeling like an absolute chore. I'll talk about what to do with those gems in a bit. Now for the next tip. If you've been playing the game already, then head on over to the decks page and click on any of them. On the top right corner, click on the Dismantle selected cards, and then in the filter settings, turn on SR and UR only, and if it helps, sort by newest. This screen will hide all of the cards that you can't dismantle, like cards from the Legacy pack or the Structure decks. Now you want to go through and select the cards that you know for a fact you will never use or are willing to dismantle. This will give you the SR and UR points that we will need later on. If you're not sure which cards to dismantle, you may want to ask around if they are usable, or even search them up in masterduelmeta.com to see who is actually playing them and then what decks and ranks. But please pay attention to what you dismantle. Once they are gone, they are gone. Now for the tip that applies to everyone. Once a ban list is announced, find out what is getting hit so that you actually craft the SRs or URs in them if you don't have them. That might sound a little confusing, but Master Duel gives you a refund on cards that get hit on the ban list if you have them when the ban list goes live. So the idea here is that you hope to craft a glossy or even a royal rare of those cards on the first try so that you get more SR or UR points for free when you dismantle them for the refund. If you only get regular finishes on those cards, then no worries, you'll get those points back. You'll know you're getting the refund on the dismantle screen when you see this yellow text here. And just as a reminder, if the card you're trying to dismantle got banned from the update, you'll need to change the filters to have the forbidden cards show up, and then you can do that. Okay, so earlier I talked about getting gems as easily as possible. Where do we use them? Next, find out what you want as a royal rare, and then see if that card exists in an existing pack. This is where you have to decide if you want to use your gems on that pack to increase your chances on pulling that card, which, as a reminder, has a 1% chance to turn into a royal, or you can use those gems on newer packs. That's up to you. Either way, you want to dismantle the cards that you pull from those packs that you don't want to farm those SR and UR points. Once you do all of that, this is the part where we purposely go for the royal rares. We know that it is a 1% chance for every SR or UR craft to turn into a royal, and if you put 2 and 2 together, that's where you will be spam crafting that exact card over and over, hoping for that 1% royal to show up. It's a little insane, I get it, especially with how long it takes to save up those points, but do you want it or not? I've done this for most of my Darklord royal rares, and even did a live stream some time ago doing this exact same thing, and the average for each SR royal rare was around 1200 SR. If you had to ask me, I start feeling pretty good about my odds with 1500 or more. Remember that you have to dismantle the cards that you craft until you get the royal, which hopefully happens before you hit 0. If you make YouTube videos on a specific archetype like me, then maybe consider doing this in the background since you're going to be playing the game anyways, and showcase those royals in your duels. I know it's insane to do what feels like throwing away those points, but if you're doing this, let me know what you're trying to get. Once I have enough points, I'll be doing a stream to do this again and hopefully get a royal first Darklord. I'll let you know ahead of time for when I plan that out. It's definitely a lot slower to build up UR points than SR, so I'll see where I'm at. Hope this video helps, and I'll see you next time.